This is definitely a historic moment, one for the wildlife record books. A fierce tug-of-war has broken out between a black-backed jackal and a honey badger over a massive python. Asterisk asterisk. Just moments earlier, the honey badger had been tightly wrapped in the crushing coils of the python. The snake squeezed harder and harder as the badger struggled desperately to break free. No matter how violently it fought, the python refused to loosen its grip. At that critical moment, a black-backed jackal quietly crept closer. Its sharp, calculating eyes stayed fixed on the two animals locked in combat. It was obvious the jackal was waiting for the perfect opportunity to steal an easy meal. The python quickly sensed the new threat. It loosened its grip slightly, opened its jaws, and lunged straight at the jackal. Startled, the jackal immediately backed away, abandoning any thought of attacking. Seizing the opportunity, the python turned back and bit down hard on the honey badger's back, hoping to finish the fight once and for all. But a honey badger's skin is no ordinary armor. Researchers at the University of Pretoria found that its skin contains a much higher density of elastic fibers than that of most other carnivores. This thick, incredibly tough hide acts as natural body armor. The python bit repeatedly, but its teeth couldn't penetrate the badger's skin, leaving it virtually unharmed. The jackal, however, wasn't ready to give up. It circled to the edge of the clearing and sat down to watch. Its strategy was simple: let the two fighters exhaust each other. Eventually, one would fall, and the survivor would be too weak to defend the prize, giving the jackal an effortless meal. Despite the python's repeated attacks, the honey badger remained uninjured. Then, in a sudden burst of strength, it broke free from the python's coils and began dragging the snake away, determined not to share its hard-earned prey with anyone. The situation became even more dangerous when a second jackal arrived. Together, the two jackals surrounded the honey badger, and a battle over the carcass seemed inevitable. Even while being harassed, the honey badger clamped its jaws onto the python's head and continued dragging it toward the bushes. By now, the python was dead. After risking its life to win such a difficult meal, the honey badger had no intention of giving it up. But the two greedy jackals took advantage of their numbers, using hit-and-run tactics, constantly rushing in, provoking the badger, and retreating before it could strike. Finally, the honey badger had enough. It dropped the python, spun around, and launched a ferocious counterattack. Baring its razor-sharp teeth, it charged straight at one of the jackals and clamped onto its jaw. The relentless aggression of the honey badger quickly terrified both jackals. With every attack, they realized this was no ordinary opponent. If they stayed any longer, they risked getting seriously injured instead of winning a meal. In the end, the jackals gave up. Keeping a cautious distance, they slowly backed away, realizing the feast was no longer worth the risk. The moment the coast was clear, the honey badger grabbed the python once again and dragged it into the bushes with all its strength. The honey badger is a fearless mammal found across Africa and parts of Asia. Its remarkable courage, toughness, and aggressive nature are the very qualities that allow it to survive in some of the world's most dangerous wild landscapes.